during this time of like reflecting on the past 4 years and how on earth I've done this, and just feeling so blessed to do it, I also was realizing what else I've been through. And alongside creating this dream job that I'm so blessed to be doing, I've also been embarking on my own self-love journey, my own healing journey of healing from anxiety, healing from panic attacks. Like this time 18 months ago, I was suffering from panic attacks at least 3 times a day. I was having spiraling negative thought patterns, and I was just getting so overwhelmed with daily life. I couldn't deal. And so alongside trying to figure out what I want to do, or how I'm trying to create this job, like this dream career, I'm also trying to figure out myself without becoming so overwhelmed with everything. And then I'm here today, speaking, using my voice. And trust me, like some of you people in the audience know me, for me to use my voice, if you met me at least this time last year, it's not gonna happen. So the fact that I'm here today is also such an achievement for me. A girl from Newcastle, unfortunately growing up in a very abusive household, that then decided to move out at a very early age because she suffered from undiagnosed dyslexia and really struggled at school. I moved out of my family home at a young age to move down to London to try and figure out my career in dance and just become this dancer. And then struggle with then being involved in more abusive relationships alongside that, and developing throughout the time anxiety, developing panic attacks, developing spiraling negative thought patterns, and just affirming myself in such a negative space, to then now being able to create something that I love, be able to speak here with you guys in some sort of what I feel now is like my authentic, healthy self, to be able to have this healthy mind. Like if I can do it, like I know I'm gonna figure out how on earth all of you guys can do it too. So this is what I'm here to try and share. So I'm gonna go back to my passion, to what I love most, and refer it back to that because it's what I do, it's what I love, and it's dance. So mental resilience for me. Mental resilience is the capacity in which we can recover quickly from a difficult situation. The capacity to recover quickly from a difficult situation. What does that look like? How can I fall into a difficult, negative situation and recover quickly? Well, in dance terms, that means fall and recover. These are 2 actions that you do in dance. I was thinking about showing you, but I've got a cute dress on right now, so I'm not going to show you what that looks like. You can YouTube that and look at it later. It looks like a little roll on the floor, and it's really swift and it's really beautiful. I'll put it up on my story later. What maybe a fall and recovery looks like, but there's 2 actions of fall and recovery. And when you watch a dancer do a fall and recovery, like a roll of how she gets into the floor, how she moves through the floor and then recovers swiftly, you hardly notice the weight in which she is doing it. It is so swift, it is so beautiful. And there's not one way that you fall and recover. There are so many ways in which we fall and recover in dance. So then I was like, okay, how would I teach a non-dancer, a beginner, to fall and recover? And when I broke this down, I was like, hold on a second. These steps apply to me in daily life. And this is what I've been doing subconsciously to help me recover quickly from my difficult situation. When I begin to fall, am I aware that I am falling? Am I aware that I am falling into a negative space? Whether that is because of something that I can't control, or whether that's just my thought patterns. But am I aware, and am I saying that I am falling? I am feeling anxious right now. Am I speaking to someone to say I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling afraid, I don't like how I'm feeling right now? And am I aware of what is going on in my body? Your body is such a powerful object. and you can feel the sensations of what is going on. Even stood here now, I can feel I'm a little bit nervous, so I can feel my hands tingling. I can feel a little bit of like tingling going on in my chest. If I really stop and just breathe and take a few moments to listen to my body's going to tell me exactly what I'm going through right now. My body's going to tell me that, Carmel, you're feeling a little bit uneasy, you're feeling a little bit nervous because of the sensations that are going on in the body. So you can become aware before you even fall of what is going on in the body before you fall. And then speak it. Say, I am falling, I am not feeling great right now. So then when you fall, are you then aware of who's around to catch you? Are you trusting in what is catching you? And that might be an amazing support system. That might be your friends, your family, your support network that is catching you when you fall. But don't just expect them to be there. You need to say that you are falling. You need to catch them and call them and go, babe, I'm not feeling great in myself right now. I'm feeling scared, I'm feeling anxious. Can you just come over and talk to me for a moment? And so when you're down there, you have your support system and you can reach out to who you trust. And if worse comes to worse and you're alone in all of this, you can then trust the universe, you can trust God, you can place your faith in something higher and bigger than yourself, that they are working for you and never against you. That the change around you is constantly happening, even though you can't feel it, you can't see it, it is happening around you, and that change will work for you and never against you. So you can put faith in something bigger than you. But always trust that there's something there to catch you when you fall. You are not going to keep falling. There will be an end to your fall. There will be an end to your season. This is a season of falling. And when you fall, have the people and tell the people to come around you. Have that support system. Have your community. So when you have fallen and you have your safe space, you have your community, what happens next? I ask people to connect. Connect to their feelings, connect to your emotions. Feel what you are feeling and process your feelings. Take time to process, take time to soften into the floor. Because if you don't, you're going to get bruised. You're going to distract yourself even more. You're going to numb yourself with addictions or boys or whatever you want to distract yourself with or numb yourself with. And you will get bruised and it will take longer for you to get into the floor. So smooth. Connect into the floor. Connect with your feelings. And even in dance, we have this term of the floor is your friend. Become confident with these emotions, with feeling these emotions. You can even prepare yourself to feel these emotions. Sometimes I put on a song and I'll put a timer on, so I won't even play the whole song. I'll play a song that triggers me, but I'll play it for only a certain amount of time, and I will feel that song. I will know where it's hitting me in my body, and then I'll press stop, and then I'll get out of it. I'll shake myself out of it and be like, okay, I was safe, I was protected, I felt that emotion, and that prepared me to become confident with my emotions. Because when adversity hits and you're in the ground and you're connecting and taking time to feel your emotions, yes, you need time to process, but I want you to become confident with the discomfort of sadness, with anxiety, with fear. Then you create a strong foundation. When you're ready to recover, and when you have that little bit more essence about you, you create your strong foundation by gratitude, lists of gratitude, morning rituals, get things into order. What do you like? What makes you feel good about yourself? Join this self-love journey, Bring practices into your daily life. Affirm yourself in the now. Affirm yourself that actually, I'm ready to recover. I'm in a safe space, I'm in a safe community, I have my feet on the ground, I am protected, I am loved, I am enough, I am worthy, I can do this. So then you look up and you change your focus to look up to something more, something else. Look up to the vision of what you want to be when you're standing back on your feet again. So then what takes us to recover, to push up, to stand on our feet, We are looking up, we have our strong foundation. It takes discipline and it takes strength, and they're the hardest ones to cultivate. But they're the ones that will take time. But the more you add into your strong foundation, I'm not saying that it's gonna take quick. It will take time, small adjustments to your daily life, small adjustments to those negative beliefs that constantly keep coming into your mind, by changing them into positive beliefs. Out with the old, in with the new, and creating your foundation. And then you add the strength, you add discipline to place your hands and feet on the floor, to push yourself back up onto your feet. And trust me, your foundation will still be there, and you still keep walking on your foundation. Don't just decide to jump off and be like, thanks for that, bad used to be with you. No, keep walking on that foundation. It took you time to build it. Don't just leave it. So now you're walking in morning rituals, evening rituals. You're listening to meditations. You're taking time out to breathe. Whatever works for you in your mental capacity to bring out with the old and in with the new, you keep doing that. And trust that the foundation will be there. And then the first time you do this, it's going to be so hard. It's going to take time. It might take weeks, months, even years. It's going to take time to move through this process. But then what I learned from dance is that actually we learn the patterns. We learn patterns in our body. And so you begin to learn patterns about yourself. What are the negative thoughts that are bringing me down? Who can I call that are going to be there when I need catching? What emotions do I suffer with dealing with feeling right now? How can I prepare myself to feel those emotions again? Where am I looking up to? What is the vision that is getting me up? What is my foundation? And the more you start to understand your patterns, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, who works for you, what toxic people don't work for you, then the pattern becomes easier for you to fall and for you to recover. And the more times you do it, because trust me, adversity comes in all different areas at all different times in our lives, and we just can't run from it. It's going to happen. So when adversity hits, you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again, until the weight doesn't feel as heavy. And like a dancer that you watch who's fluid movement when it goes into the floor and out of the floor, she's learned her pattern, she's learned where to place her hand on the floor, she's learned that the knee falls into the floor, that the hip falls into the floor, the back falls into the floor, and she rolls around to stand back up. And not only that, she finds all of the creative ways in which she can get in and out of the floor. Because when adversity hits from all different directions, you're going to need different things to work for you. You're going to have to think of different creative ways that are going to work for you. How many different ways are you going to fall into the floor, and how many different ways can you recover out of the floor? And so then I ask you, or I say to you, do you resonate with yourself in any of these maybe areas, any of these steps? Are there any steps that actually, you know what, when I fall, I don't know who I'm turning to right now, or I don't know how to deal or process these emotions. I don't know how to bring my focus up to a better, higher version of myself. And these are things that actually I am also here for. I know so beautiful other women that I'm here for. I know that I'm sure you have beautiful friends around you that I'm here for. That you can talk to me, you can ask me, okay, Carmel, what techniques, what exercises can you do to help me process these or move through these a little bit quicker? And I am here to talk to help you with these as well. But imagine all of this through dance. And that's another thing. Dance can help you really process your emotions. So again, if anyone fancies a little one-to-one dance class or wants to try out one of the dance classes, you can as well. But yes, guys, thank you so much. You can find me on all social media platforms at Home Sweet Dance, at Carmel, on Facebook or Instagram, and I am also here to talk to afterwards. Please feel confident to approach me. I'm very approachable. I don't know.